Welcome to Lakshman Biology. Now we are discussing about the previous need bits which are belongs to human reproduction. This is the part 7. For more updates on the biology, please like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel. Now we have to start our discussion with the question number 55. Question number 55 is human eggs are alecital. Alecital means the yolk is absent. Based on the presence of amount of yolk, the eggs are divided into different types. Here, the human eggs not contain the yolk, hence those are called alecital. 55 option A is correct. Next question number 56. Eggs is liberated from ovary in. Okay, actually mature eggs not liberated from the ovary. The secondary oocyte stage egg only liberated from the ovary. In ovulation what happened? The secondary oocyte stage, this one, secondary oocyte stage ovum will be released from the ovary. After entry of sperm into the secondary oocyte, then only mature ovum is formed. Here the liberation of the stage of liberation of ovum from the ovary is secondary oocyte stage. Hence 56 option A is correct. Next question number 57. Which of these is not an important component of initiation of patuation in humans? Patuation means delivery of baby, which is not initiate the patuation or which is not initiate the delivery of baby, that we have to identify. If you see option A, that is synthesis of prostaglandins. Here synthesis of prostaglandins, that prostaglandins are help in patuation or initiation of patuation. Release of oxytocin, here oxytocin also helps in the patuation. Why? Because oxytocin is hormone which released from the posterior pituitary, which helps in the contraction of smooth muscles. This smooth muscle contraction is helped for the delivery of baby. Next option C, release of prolactin. Release of prolactin is not depend or not influence or not induce the patuation. Hence option C is our answer. If you see option D, increase in estrogen and progesterone ratio. This is also helps for the initiation of patuation, except option C. Remaining all option points are helped for the initiation of patuation. Hence option C is our answer. Next question number 58. Which one of the following is not the function of placenta? If you see the placenta, after fertilization, the placenta is the tissue which is formed in between the mother and fetus. Placenta is formed by the combination of mother tissue and fetus tissue. This is the placenta. This placenta is used for the exchange of different substances like oxygen and carbon dioxide, and it is also produce the hormones like HCG, estrogen, progesterone, prolactin. Mainly it will produce the, not prolactin, mainly it will produce the estrogen, HCG, estrogen, progesterone, and HPL also, human placental lactogen also. 4 hormones are produced from the placenta, that are HCG, HPL, estrogen, progesterone. Here they asked that which one of the following is not the function of placenta. Which one is not function of placenta, we have to see. Option C is not the function of placenta. In option C they given that secretes oxytocin during patuation. Wrong answer. Wrong option. Why? Because oxytocin is not produced from the placenta. It will produce from the posterior pituitary gland. Hence option C is our answer for question number 58. After that we have to discuss about the question number 59. In question number 59, they have given that the fetal ejection reflex in humans triggers. The fetal ejection reflex. Fetal ejection reflex. Here if you see, after 9 months of the pregnancy duration or gestation period, the fetus has to come outside from the uterus, the fetus ejection reflex is triggers by the oxytocin from maternal pituitary. Oxytocin from maternal pituitary. First, the fully developed baby and the placenta put pressure on the wall of uterus, which leads to mild uterine contractions. Mild uterine contractions. These mild uterine contractions helps for the release of oxytocin from the pituitary gland. Then this oxytocin is helped for the strong uterine contractions. This is called this mild uterine contractions, which are developed by the fully developed placenta and the baby, is called fetal ejection reflex. This fetal ejection reflex is helped for the release of oxytocin from the mother pituitary gland. Hence, question number 59, option A is correct. Oxytocin, fetal ejection reflex, which is formed by the placenta and the fetus, fully developed fetus, is helpful for the release of oxytocin from the mother pituitary gland. Question number 60, signals for parturition originated from. Signals from parturition is first originated from the fully developed fetus and the placenta. Already I have told that fully developed fetus and placenta is responsible for the mild uterine contractions. Hence, we can say that option A is correct for question number 60. Both placenta as well as a fully developed fetus, which will first triggers the parturition. After question number 60, we have to discuss about the question number 61. In question number 61, they have given that identify the human developmental stages shown below as well as the related right place of its occurrence in normal pregnant women, and select the right option for the two together. Here one side they given different developmental stages of human embryo, another side they have given that the sites where they are developed. Correct answer for this question is, correct answer for the 61 question is option C, blastocyst. The blastocyst development occurs in the wall of uterus. Then this is the blastocyst, this is the blastocyst. The two are blastocyst only. This is the blastocyst which occurs in uterine wall, means in the uterus. Okay, site of development they given correctly, and name of the developmental stages of human embryo also they given correctly. Hence option C is correct. Blastocyst, uterine wall. The blastocyst is developed from the morula. This blastocyst contain two layers. The outer layer is called trophoblast. The innermost layer is called inner cell mass. With trophoblast, the blastocyst is attached on the wall of uterus. The attachment of this blastocyst on wall of uterus is called implantation. That is about question number 61. After that, we have to discuss about question number 62. In question number 62, they have given that in vivo fertilization is a technique that involves in transfer of which one of the following into the fallopian tube. In vitro fertilization. In vitro fertilization means fertilization takes place in laboratory outside the female body. Okay, fusion of male gamete and female gamete occurs outside the body in laboratory, which leads to formation of a zygote. Okay, if this zygote up to 8 cell stage, we can transfer into the fallopian tube of a female. Okay, fallopian tube of a female. If it has more than 8 cell stage, directly we have to transfer into the uterus, not into the fallopian tube. Here they ask the question, in vitro fertilization is a technique that involves transfer of which one of the following into the fallopian tube. Into fallopian tube means we have to transfer before 8 cell stage zygote. Zygote